brings in a lot of people. I mean, people who are interested in a lot of different kinds of music come to see us because we'll touch on those kinds of music. But the main thing is that we're a good rock and dance band, and we're a rock and roll band. We're an American rock band, but we
just like a lot of different type of music.
Yeah.
And we're a bubblegum band because the way we play dangwa and all these old traditional, we play very few old traditional African songs, but the way we play African songs, an African person would look at us as the Monkees playing a Jimi Hendrix song. So,
which is fine with us.
Yeah, sure. We have no problem with that because.
All right, let's do this in 3, 2, 1. Oh God, that was so loud. Did it hurt your ears?
No.
All right. Hey guys.
Hey. Where's your headphones?
Hey now.
I don't need headphones. I'm so damn loud.
Oh my gosh.
I'm a loudmouth.
Hi, Eric.
Hey, what's up, Adam? AJ, sorry, AJ.
I just realized something, man. You don't have a beer, do you?
No, I don't.
Right there.
I do?
All right, and
Sweet.
I'm out of mine,
Yes.
so hold on. We got to have a drink here.
Yeah, beers.
Let's get this thing going.
Did we pour the rest of that?
Wait, do a crack, because that's trademark in our show. We do a
Yeah.
crack of the beer can, and that's like, yeah, it's Mike on a platter.
There it is.
Papa Top.
There
There you go.
That's your clapper right there, man.
Yeah.
You know that song?
Papa Top, which one?
Papa Top Again. It's an old country song. It's a great one.
Nice.
Jim Ed
Alt
Brown, I think.
I'll have to look it up.
Amber Alt Beer.
Definitely.
George, you
George.
need some?
Yeah, pass that down to George. So we're already on the second tasting. The first one is Blood Orange Wit.
Oh, wow.
That one was really good.
This is home brewed.
All right, so let's introduce all these characters here, because we got quite a few characters. We got Paul. Paul, what's your last name?
Freudenberg, all my life.
Paul Freudenberg, all his life.
That sounds like
true story, right?
2 or 3 last names.
Right?
I got a bargain on it.
And then, of course, we have AJ from Radio KAJW with us. And then we got Mr. Mike. And it's
Tempo.
Tempo.
Yeah.
Temple, right? But
Yeah.
it's actually, we like to go by Tempo.
Yeah, Tempo is my nom du bongo, as I call it.
Okay, and obviously Eric and Jorge here, Mike on a platter. And Mike's here on behalf of the Bonedaddys.
That's right.
An old school LA band, been around. How long you guys been playing now? 30 what?
30-umpteen years. I don't know. It's been, 36 years? Well, this recording that we're bringing in was 36 years ago. Yeah. So we we were about 8 months into the band when we did this recording. So, it's been a while.
Well, cheers, guys.
Cheers.
Thank
Cheers,
you all for
everybody.
coming on.
Cheers to another 36. Great to be here.
Glad to be back.
Yeah, glad to have you back, too. I appreciate you guys coming in. So bear with me while I lean into this microphone and look silly. So where do we want to start tonight, guys? I mean, I know we got a lot to talk about here.
We do have a lot to talk about. What if I make the connection between Paul and I first, because that's how we're here.
Okay, that sounds good.
Paul is president and owner of a brand new record label called Soundscape Media Group.
What a hip name, too.
Right? And a lifelong dream of Paul's. And I was fortunate he started talking to me about it just as an idea about it, I don't know, a year ago maybe a
even
little
less,
more.
Even less
than that?
I think we had lunch like November of, so almost a year ago.
Okay. And how long have you been thinking about this?
Well, since I was in the recording studio in 1983.
Okay. So
I've been working on it all my life.
Yet another dream coming true.
Right.
That's
beautiful.
Right. That's about it. When the Bonedaddys started,
Yeah, man.
84.
That's the crazy thing. It was the birth of my dream and the music too.
And Paul and I know each other from making music back all the way back there as well.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah. All right.
So yeah, that's how our connection started.
Okay.
And so their first release on Soundscape Media Group.
This is number one.
Correct?
This is
and that's what we're here celebrating
Yay.
and promoting.
all right.
Nice.
This Bonedaddys
Congratulations.
Archaeology.
Archaeology.
Thank you very
EP.
much.
By the way, I listened to that today in its entirety, and it was a total flashback. And you did all the mixing on it, or what did you do on it?
No, we're just the label. This music came pre-mixed by the wonderful and talented Dennis Moody, who produced and engineered and mixed this. So he's really to credit for the actual sounds. We just embossed it into vinyl and then tarted up the package around it.
Yeah,
Okay.
well, we were looking for a lockdown project because originally Paul came to us and wants to record the Bonedaddys, and as is today's version, and we still intend to do that. But since we were unable to do that, this was a perfect kind of thing. And also, he was interested in documenting this phase of the band, so it worked out great.
Yeah,
I have to jump in and say that I'm blown away by this record. Absolutely blown away by it. So it's amazing that it's gone unlistened to, right? It's never been released before.
Yeah, it's
Can you
never been released.
Can you tell a little bit of why that happened?
Oh,
Or how
you
it
know,
happened?
It's all a blur.
I mean, spoken like a true musician.
Yeah, and of the recordings, these were recorded at Paramount Studios in Hollywood, a great studio, and Jimi Hendrix recorded there, and the Doors, and a bunch of people. So we were just like pigs and what to get in there. We got in there free for a couple of days, and was able to use all their good stuff.
And it's all recorded live?
It's all recorded live. It's the band just playing as the band was back then. So to me, it still sounds. It doesn't sound like an old thing. It's it sounds like a happening band.
Oh my
It's
God!
like listening to
it is
again.
absolutely fresh. Absolutely fresh. That's what blew me away about it. It's timeless. It sounds fantastic.
Well, let me tell you something. When I first heard it today, it flashed me back to, 1989, 1990 at Hayden Square in Tempe, Arizona.
Oh yeah, you saw us there.
Quite a few times.
That was a great town for us.
Yeah.
Tempe, and we recently played there too. About a year ago, we played at the Tempe Center for the Arts. It was kind of our return to Tempe, and it was real highfalutin, people with subscriptions and stuff like that to go hear a concert. But it
Crazy.
was fun. It was great to be back there. But those were epic, sweaty shows.
Oh, yeah. No, you guys had a full crowd, and I think you played with Monkey Meat. Do you remember Monkey Meat?
Yeah.
Monkey Meat and Fishbone and...
Yeah, we've played with Fishbone many times throughout the years. So.
Wait, I think I can still do it. There we go. Anyways, no, I really enjoyed it. So that was a flashback when I listened to it, and I was like, oh yeah, I remember your music was very lively, just perfect for dancing and getting sweaty and shaking your butt.
Yeah, that's what it's always been about. I consider us in the people moving business,
Certainly.
And if we can get people going, and that's what it's all about. Dancing and sweating and acting irresponsible and stuff.
So now we got the album here. So how old are some of these songs?
Well, they're all from back then.
Okay, that's what I thought, and that's why I asked, because I thought I remember the music.
Yeah. You probably heard us play these songs.
The Bone song.
Yeah.
What's the first song called?
The Bone, or the self-proclaimed legend of the Bonedaddys, is the alternate title.
I love all of the analogies and metaphors and descriptions of the bone in that song.
Yeah, well, I mean,
especially the part about not boning alone. That's no fun.
That's right.
I want to tell the audience that the album package is killer. The liner notes are killer. And it talks about the history of the name a bit. Exactly what you're saying, Eric. It really sets a cool mood. And I remember I told Paul this. The band that I was in back in '85 was playing a lot of the Hollywood clubs. I think we played some shows together.
Very
actually.
well could have, yeah.
Like maybe Club Lingerie.
Played there
I
many
remember
times.
Club Lingerie.
I think we opened up for you guys one night at Club Lingerie.
Great, that was a great
like probably
place.
in late '85. And Jennifer, you were probably we have and I think maybe at the Music Machine, maybe in Santa Monica.
We played that a lot too.
I think we played with you guys a couple different nights.
Pretty cool.
I remember at the lingerie one night we had Bruce Willis show up, and he wanted to jam, of course, and he was really smashed, and he was going, I just got a TV show. I'm going to be famous. I'm going to be so famous. And it was right before he had just gotten that TV show. Was it
Moonlighting?
Moonlighting.
Moonlighters or Moonlighting, yes.
And like 3 weeks later, he was famous, and he never looked
so
back.
funny.
But and we were going, yeah, sure. You got a TV show. You're gonna be famous.
It goes to show you never know what's going to hit or how or why.
That's right. But that didn't mean he can play harmonica. All apologies to Bruce Will.
Oh, poor Bruce. No, Bruce did a lot of good action movies though. That, it was fun to watch him and his Die Hard.
Hey man, Moonlighting is one of the best television shows ever.
It's good TV.
Yeah, Maddie.
But yeah, in those days, John Cusack and all that flight of actors in that day was showing up and digging the band, so it was a lot of fun for that alone.
What did you consider these recordings like demos to get a deal? Is that what they were for? Or
yeah, pretty much, I think, at the time. And then things changed in the band, different things happened, and we got another recording thing, so we went in and kind of never looked back. And there's probably another reel of tape out there somewhere that Dennis couldn't find, because this is a 4-song EP, but we recorded more than that. But this is a really good cross section of what we do and what it's about.
It's a perfect introduction, and it's a limited run. The first pressing.
We're doing 500 to start. We're all
dude. Hey, everybody out there in TV land, you better get on it, because these are hot.
They're hot.
Adam's going to buy 499.
Call your cousins. Right now.
I'm definitely getting one.
And then sell them for triple price.
There you go.
You scandalous guy.
Buy this record and then go buy a record player, okay?
Right. Hey, speaking of which, we've got a record player here.
We do.
Right there.
Do we want to? Can we put this on?
Drop a needle?
Yeah, drop a needle.
I love this.
Let's get a little bit going.
Let's listen to the bone.
Is it going to sound like it's coming over a little car speaker?
Hey, we could always dub it in over.
I was doing a lot.
If you guys are okay with that.
I was doing a lot of research.
I'm not complaining.
On Discogs last
All right.
night, going through the Bonedaddys catalog. I've already got two coming in.
Sounds pretty good.
Can you crank it? Is that it?
I can't get too crazy because I got neighbors and all that, but that's okay.
This audio is.
Maybe it'll make them dance.
Yeah,
This
right?
audio is. I was listening to it in headphones last night and regular speakers too, and I was just listening to digital files, so I can't wait to
Sounds
do
pretty
the
good for
vinyl.
the
Yeah.
station.
Yeah.
Thing, huh?
I agree. I was listening to it and I thought, man, it really makes you want to move. You know,
Right.
I love the beginning part. Just that.
Pulls you in.
Uh huh.
I made the comment to Paul that it made me think of the Tubes. And,
Tubes. We opened for them some.
and Was Not Was.
Oh, that was
I
a
remember
great
that
band.
band, Was Not Was, yeah.
Don Was
Right.
and his brother.
I think that's high compliment, those two bands, as far as
Yeah, I
I'm concerned.
appreciate that. Yeah.
Did you ever play with Ozo Motley?
Oh yeah. Well, I'm pretty sure we did. I remember that a couple of the guys used to come see us a lot when they were real young, and they kind of considered us one of their influences.
The inspiration?
I had
Well,
heard,
I would think so.
but I don't know. But yeah.
And that's why I bring them up, because Ozo Motley, I think, has some of your tones in their
and
jams
they're
and their
kind
dance
of the next generation after.
Yeah,
But they've had a great career.
absolutely.
But this song is, I think the something an artist needs to do is define the myth of his time, and so this was kind of defining the myth of the Bonedaddys.
Did you guys open the show with this? song?
Sometimes, yeah.
So killer. Nice.
King used to have a big scroll, and then come King, our lead singer, and would unroll this long scroll that had the lyrics on it because
No, I
first
remember
place,
that.
I remember that.
there's a lot of lyrics to learn for one thing, but it was a good part of the show.
That is. That's classic. Oh.
Well, that's this guy, right?
Yeah, the singer. I'll tell you, when this is live and you got the everything's really loud and the bass is just pumping, man, it is very danceable music. That you guys used to have that whole floor moving, I'll tell you.
Oh yeah. And all these guys are still in touch with most of these guys. And they've all had great musical careers. You know, I mean, throughout the history of the band, it's been staffed with players who had their own bands and did their own thing and all that. So I was always used to kind of a fluid arrangement. Somebody gets a great gig with so and so and goes off for a year.
So, what are your plans with the label now that you've got this going?
Well, we've got 3 other projects that we're working on that will come after this one. 2 in the jazz category. Trombonist named Glenn Ferris, who was a studio cat in the 70s and moved to Paris, France, and became a bohemian jazz guy. Wow. And then a young keyboardist named Greg Sparrow, who's played with Halsey and some other acts. And I've got an acoustic jazz album with his. And then the 4th project is a personal family project. My uncle was a trumpet player in the LA Philharmonic and also for Nat King Cole. And he recorded an album of patriotic music in 1976. And I'm making this for my aunt's 90th birthday. A patriotic release and really, leaving a legacy for Irving Bush for, another generation. Which is
nice.
Kind of cool. Yeah.
Cool. And are you going to do all vinyl presses or?
So right now, again, thanks to COVID, we decided that we're going to focus on vinyl. We're going to do some really fun, tangible stuff, and see what we can make out of it. The Bonedaddys really deserves digital release and download and so on. But we work so hard on this package. I want people to have the first article. I want them to be able to touch it. So I'm thinking about this idea where if they buy the download, we'll send them the album art for another $3 or something, just so that they can have the same enjoyment, because the liner notes are there, the artwork is there, so you really want to enjoy the whole package.
You can open it up and roll joints on the inside.
There you
like
go.
You used to.
All right.
You've got to have a platform.
Sold.
I'll take 2.
Oh, that's nice.
I'll make an announcement that this record has been uploaded to Radio KAJW.
Right on.
Nice.
Some bandit.
So eventually we'll do a premiere on that as well.
That's right.
Program.
Right on. I love it.
Yeah, I put it up last night. That's killer.
This is a
Yeah,
good
when
one.
this percussion is real loud and in your face, it's like you can't help but get up and want to jig it.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is just an upfull song, It's just kind of with a calypso influence, but an LA rock band playing calypsos,
Yeah, man, you guys stood out for sure.
What did they call it? World Beatnik?
World Beat.
World Beat
our second
Nick?
album's
World
called World Beat Nicks.
Right, okay.
But yeah, we were one of the first bands to be called World Beat back then when they first coined the term. And because we played with different influences, a lot of New Orleans stuff and Afro and Caribbean.
Yeah.
But now World Beat is some band from Tanzania, which is fine, but that's just what happened with it. But part of the impetus of the band was to play songs like this that we couldn't hear in LA back at the time. This was before any African bands came to town, or
Yeah, you guys pioneered it. You pioneered a lot of that stuff.
Ahead of their time.
Way ahead, yeah.
That's why the record's so good still. Total timeless.
Well, I won't argue with that.
Yeah, man. Don't argue with me, Mike.
I won't. Not when there's beer.
And you're also brewing beers. Tell us about your beer brewing.
Right. Well, the thing is that good music deserves something, for the palate as well, because you can see it and you can hear it, and you can touch it, but you can't taste it, and the beer helps you taste it.
By the way, the blood orange was really good.
Yeah.
So is the Kodiak.
Yeah,
It's
Kodiak is good.
interactive.
I'm empty.
Have you tried? Oh,
Me
here's
too.
the Kodiak.
Oh, I haven't tried the Kodiak.
Yeah,
Don't
so
give any to Eric, right?
This is an alt beer, so it's old German beer style. It's an ale. I've had
Let
some.
me get a touch.
Yeah,
there
get
any
a
left?
splash of that.
That one. Okay.
The most popular alt beer commercially is Alaska Amber Ale, and so we kind of looked at that and wanted to make it a little bit better.
Well, I was so impressed. I thought you were going to bring some jars when you said home brew. He has a label,
How do you can it?
Brewphonic Brewing Company.
Yeah.
How hip is that?
Yeah.
How do you can it? How do you,
Well,
how do get it in the can?
it's amazing. They actually make a machine called a canner, and then you
makes
buy
sense.
empty cans, and then you fill them up and you put them in a canner.
Really? And how do you get that magic top on there?
It is a little bit magic, and if I told the secret, then it'd be out.
yeah.
You'd have to be
Everyone would know.
killed.
Yeah. We actually
You'd have
have
to be killed.
little brewers inside that brew the beer.
That's what I was going to say. That's where I was going.
Well,
What
be
about,
inside.
Elfin magic.
what about the little elves inside the can?
This is Elven Magic, and I'm stoked that you brought this.
Yeah.
I've become such a beer snob lately. I like to drink only nice beers. I can't drink all the regular standard beers that are out there anymore.
Yeah.
And I grew up drinking all those beers.
Well, life
This
is too
is a good
short to drink
solution.
bad beer.
This is-
Oh yeah,
this is
absolutely. Well said.
Yeah.
I like where your head's at, and I like where your beer's at. This
I'm
is
glad you like that.
Eric's favorite beer used to be Cobra, King Cobra,
Yeah. That'll leave a mark.
45
and 211.
Night Train,
Oh shit! Night Train.
Mickey's Big
Oh
Mouth.
my god.
Hey, I've had them all.
Yes. Hey, how many Mickey's Big Mouth bottles have you had in your house or apartment at one time? More than you can count,
Yeah.
right?
I'm a snob. I've never had any Mickey's.
Yeah,
in the
whatever.
refrigerator.
Hey, so Tempo, got a question for you.
Okie doke.
Out in you were playing Sundays every Sunday in Thousand Oaks.
Actually, close. Woodland Hills.
Woodland Hills, sorry, Woodland
Yeah,
Hills.
a place called the Write-Off Room, which is just a great club. And we've been playing every Sunday for over a year and a half, 98 in a row before the lockdown happened and we had to stop. So hopefully we'll be able to pick that back up. But that was a great scene because I was able to hire and pay an opening band every Sunday. So
Cool.
it got to be a really cool scene. And throughout the years, and because I'm a percussionist, I've been able to play in a lot more bands than a lot of people because I don't have to rehearse as much, frankly. And
Just keep the rhythm, man.
that's right.
Keep the tempo, man.
Just bang on stuff.
Nice.
So, so I've got a lot of friends in bands and know a lot of bands and people, and then they were starting to solicit us to come and play with us. So it became a real cool scene, and hopefully we'll be able to get back to it
I've heard so much
before
about.
too long.
I hope so.
I've heard so much about that room. My
Yeah.
brother-in-law plays in there a lot. Herman
cool.
Matthews.
Oh man, he's a monster.
There you go.
Yeah, he's a monster drummer.
And he's been trying to get me out there, but I live in Huntington Beach, so
Yeah.
it's a far drive. But I got to do it.
This old friend started, and he's well known in the business, and he was able to do real well. And so he spent a lot of money on. I mean, the sound system's great, the club is great, the scene is great.
Yeah.
He paid the bands.
Hey,
Unheard of.
speaking of the scene, who's coming out? Who's coming out on Sunday? Who you got coming out there? Do you feel like you got a good mix of people, or what's it like there?
Oh yeah,
I want to come check it out when it's
yeah,
open again. But
it has been, and some of it depends on who the opening act is. We've had classical Indian music opening up. We've had a 20-piece marimba band. We've had and everything
cool
in
stuff.
between, you know. So, yeah, it's still a world beat kind of scene, you know, eclectic in that way. Hopefully.
It sure sounds like it.
Yeah.
So it was actually one of these write-off room shows probably a year and a half ago when my colleague was playing keyboards in the opening band that I stayed for the Bonedaddys, and they just brought me back to being on Santa Monica Pier, you know, in 1985, and just digging the band. And I thought, man, this is still relevant. This is still good. And that really was the germ of it. That, you know, I said, I'm going to do a record with the Bonedaddys, and then we just worked.
And we agreed.
Yeah.
That's great.
Yeah.
Well, I don't have a record player anymore, but I want.
You're going to get one.
Yeah, man.
It's kind of a it's a must-have.
Well, you know,
I know what to get you
Worsby's
for Christmas now.
There you go. Worsby's buying, selling, trading records right now, right?
That's the second time we brought his name up.
Yeah, it's coming back, and I want to hear this stuff in a dance club, you know, with
Old school.
a DJ, old school DJ,
Yeah.
you know, playing it as dance music, because that's basically what it is. Plus, I'd love to hear it that loud.
Yeah.
Yeah,
man.
and
You know,
mix, and I'm
that's-
sure, you know,
I
they're going to
shouldn't,
mix
but I
some
do.
beats in it and bass and
Yes.
all kinds of crazy stuff that they do when they have two tables going and they're looping this and looping that and playing all
Yeah.
kinds of stuff.
Well, there's a great song. The side 2 opens with this song called Zombie. And when the Bonedaddys play this live, everyone is doing the zombie dance, man. And it is off the hook
That's
entertaining.
awesome.
It's great to watch. It's great to be there.
Is there any video of any of this out there?
Oh yeah, we got tons of stuff on YouTube.
Okay, so can we pull some of that and mix it in here?
Oh, of course, yeah.
Thank you.
There's a lot of it from the write-off room because they documented every gig.
Yeah, they were streaming
So there's
before it
all
was cool.
kinds of stuff from there, and it's well done. But then we got, you know, videos of when we played the pier a lot. We've got we played a thing for public TV that has gotten cataloged in the Library of Congress. So that's
Well, with your permission, we'd like to mix some of that into this recording a
Hey,
little
you
bit.
have
little
my
clips in
permission
it.
to,
All right, awesome.
Yeah.
Thank you,
It's part of the
sire.
legend.
I want to
Appreciate
see
it.
what y'all do
Yeah,
with
man, this is going to be a big show
Yeah,
now.
You know what we like to do? We like to kind of salt and pepper our podcast with some video and photos and things like that, just to, you know, not just have everybody looking at our mugs all night, chatting and rapping, but, you know, kind of show some outside world.
Yeah.
More than my humble garage. So.
Zombie don't know girl unless you tell him to go. Zombie don't know rock unless you tell him to walk. Zombie don't know talk unless you tell him to talk. Zombie don't know think unless you tell him to think. Zombie, oh zombie, zombie, oh zombie. Zombie don't know girl unless you tell him to go. Zombie don't know rock unless you tell him to walk. Zombie don't know talk unless you tell him to talk. Zombie don't know think unless you tell him to think. Zombie, oh zombie, zombie, oh zombie. Tell it to go kill Jordan, Jordan. No one, no time, no sense. Jordan, Jordan. Tell him to go die, Jordan, Jordan. No one, no time, no sense. Jordan, Jordan. Tell him to go Quentin, Jordan, Jordan. No one, no time, no sense. Jordan, Jordan. Gonna create, gonna die, gonna create. Look out for me, but gonna create, go and die. Gonna create, look out for me, Zombie COVID one way. 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 Night two. left turn, right turn, left turn, right march, left march, left turn, right turn, stand in, fall up, fall over, fall in, fall out, fall down, fall up, get ready.
Although it's a beautiful garage, it's really a.
You like our little bar lighting
Yeah,
setup?
the whole thing. It's a great,
It's a good vibe.
nice little
good
space.
vibe.
Yeah.
Nice. Well, we've been doing this for about, how long have we been doing the video? Like 8 months?
8 months, and the podcast itself about a little over a year, maybe.
All right.
Yeah, so we're just getting
long.
started, and we're starting to gain a little bit of momentum with it. I think we had some unexpected successes with a few of our silly videos that we made, but
It's
Mike on a Platter,
Mike on a Platter.
Or Moab
I
for
love it.
short.
Moab. Yeah, there you go.
All right.
But we like to focus on talking about weird stuff and also local artists and things that are going on. Try to keep it like a variety show.
And then we cut the chatter and spin the platter.
That's right. Yeah.
Oh, man.
Hey, maybe that's a cue. I'm gonna flip this over.
Damn. Look at
Shall
that
I open
shit,
the
straight
next
out
one?
of tempo.
Open the next one.
Oh yeah. Okay, so what do we got here? You got to
what
show
is
it.
Pop it top again.
Apologize. This is the Weizen Brennan.
It's a wheat beer.
Weissenbrau. Yeah.
Weissenbrau.
Brown
You know,
wheat beer.
Paul,
Yes, please.
you started brewing.
No.
What?
I get you.
Do you know what year you started? I mean, I remember 30
Probably
years ago,
1990.
90, right?
Really?
Right about. I
Because
mean,
none of these names.
Adam.
I remember you used
This
to
age?
give
Oh, yeah.
all the beers names, but all these names are new to me.
yeah, no, these are new beer styles. My brewing partner is a really great gent named Ivan Ortiz, and
I like showing off the color.
yeah, the color is amazing. So this is a German beer, and so we have to say Prost. Prost.
Prost.
Miteinander. So I'm half Swiss,
Right
so
on.
I appreciate the German and the German influence.
Yes.
All right. They're not that different.
Yeah, Germans with more precision.
But yes, exactly, exactly, and yeah, almost too much precision.
This beer
They get
tasting-
frustrating when it's not perfect.
This beer tasting is incredible. This flight that we've been presented, right?
Yeah.
Amazing variety.
It's got as much variety as the Bonedaddys.
That's right.
Yeah, let's get liquored up and listen to records and podcasts.
There you go. Okay.
Somebody's going to watch
Sounds
it.
cool. And you got to roll a couple joints on that album cover
Oh,
too.
yeah. That's
tempt
what
me,
it's
Eric.
for.
Yeah. So the zombie dance, what's the zombie dance look like? I don't think I've seen it.
Well,
Maybe I did see
Everybody
it a long
has their
time
own
ago,
version,
and
I
I don't
think.
remember.
you're going to stick your arms out in front. You're going to sort of bob back and forth.
I'm gonna go search all those videos because I never thought to look all that up.
Tons of it on there.
That's awesome to hear.
Yeah,
Man,
and plus there's some videos that we made as videos,
there is so much stuff on YouTube.
Yeah, Eric, you're
It's-
about to go down the Bonedaddys black hole.
Yeah, right. It's one
gonna
of
be a great
millions of rabbit holes you can go down on YouTube, right?
Well, we made a video once with Tommy Chong, featuring Tommy Chong.
Oh, cool.
Nice.
Kind of disassembled the whole band as we were playing and carried us off stage one at a time.
Nice.
Yeah, it's pretty funny.
That
was
sounds great. Look who wants to do the zombie.
Oh, yeah, there you
You
go.
know?
Alien zombie dance.
We talk about aliens a lot on this show.
Yeah, so tell me, what kind of alien stories do you have?
Have either one of you guys been abducted? I've never asked.
I have a personal story.
Eric's been probed about 10 times.
11.
Last night.
The 11th was Jorge. No, actually, he's like, oh, wait, no, you didn't just say that, did you? No, actually, have I been abducted? I don't know.
Yeah,
Maybe.
not so as you can tell, but maybe.
I haven't been. I'm certain of it.
You know,
There was a time I was hoping to be abducted, but I think I just,
kind of over it now.
yeah. I'm happy where I am.
Yeah.
By the way, I want to be. I just haven't been.
Jorge abducts people. I'm joking.
Like,
He's got a car with a big trunk.
Yeah, he's got a molester van, and you know, all the paraphernalia.
My
free
sis-
candy on it.
free candy, free kittens, free puppies.
Try free beer.
I have a pool in my
there you
van.
If the aliens told you we got beer up here, I'm going.
Yeah, there you go. I'll share my recipes.
My sister and I thought we saw a UFO one night, but now that so much time has passed, I know it was a stealth bomber at night. There was, we live near the Van Nuys Airport in the valley, and there's a military base there. And they were flying in stealth bombers late at night.
Yeah, so you never know what you're seeing,
No.
right?
And one flew over our house, you know, with the triangle lights with no sound. And we were like, what? What is that?
Yeah, they're awesome. They're so big.
H8 was UFO.
It wasn't. Now that I've seen a stealth at night, I know that's what it was. But back then, nobody even knew what a stealth bomber was. When I saw
That
it.
sounds scary.
Oh my God!
Unless it was a UFO disguised as a stealth.
Yeah.
See, there you go.
No, the question
That
is,
could have
what's
happened.
the difference between a UFO and a stealth bomber? They're the
Exactly.
same thing,
Well,
right?
yeah, I mean, they say a lot of that technology is
Right.
reverse engineered anyhow,
Right.
so.
They're just coming to take it back.
Ancient alien
Oh, that's a great show.
astronauts all agree.
That's right. 4 out of 5 ancient alien astronauts like the stealth bomber.
I would think
They
so.
prefer the stealth
Well,
bomber.
and they also listen to the Bonedaddys.
That's right.
That's right.
See, that's why they're coming here. They're coming here to get their fill of Bonedaddys.
There's one right there.
It's for the groove.
How many piece band is this?
8. We're usually 7 or 8 piece, but sometimes we've expanded to, we've had 20 pieces on stage before. When we play the pier or something, one time we had a bunch of people on stage, but
There's a room right across the water. I look and I holler. I feel good today, much better than yesterday. Oh, sing it. God bless the water. Oh, sing it, children. God bless the water. Listen. I'm not the strongest man, yes I am, but I do what I can. And when I get a sad emotion, I jump into the ocean. Oh, say it. God bless the water. Whoa, 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 whoa. Sing it. God bless the water. Yes, blind. Tells me that I'm good. Tells me that I'm loved. And I will lend a hand to any you in need. I'm gonna give up some loving. Run for my tree. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Stand chill.
never below like 7. It's kind of
And it also sounds really well rehearsed. Did you guys rehearse a lot?
not so.
No, so just naturally,
No,
magic.
we still don't.
That's
Yeah.
awesome. That's awesome.
Just great
Yeah, I mean,
Rarely
musicianship.
rehearse.
Yeah.
After being off for a year or however long it's going to be, we might need a rehearsal.
You're humble when you said you just bang on things, because obviously there's a lot of magic going on with this band. If you're not rehearsing and it sounds the way it does, it's awesome.
Yeah, well, we rehearse some, but it's not a.
Did the horns rehearse by themselves? Because they sound tight.
Well, yeah, some.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, they learn their parts and stuff, and you know. But especially this recording isn't layered, you know, one track at a time or anything like that. This is the band playing, so.
Incredible.
This is our rendition of a traditional West African song.
I love. It's probably my favorite song on the track on the album.
Yeah, we still play
I
this
love
all the time. It's it's a great dance song.
So I guess the producer did he record it and produce?
Yes, mainly this was self-produced by the band. We went in like this pretty much, and Dennis, is a wizard. Was a wizard with all the sound stuff and all that.
Yeah, because the mix, and
getting it all organized and getting it set up and directing us some, I'm sure, throughout the thing. It's been so long, but the production credits are Dennis Moody and the Bonedaddys because it was definitely everybody. We really never told anybody what to play. Nobody told anybody else what to play. So
he captured a lot of
so
magic.
it's really a collaboration of like-minded folks.
I'm looking forward to hearing the records that follow because I never bought a Bonedaddys record.
Yeah, we got some of them are out of print. I wish I could get them back in.
I'm telling you, Mike, I ordered the first.
Who owns all that?
First and second records on Caroline. I
Wow.
ordered them last night. They're coming. I can't wait to get them. Yeah.
Acoutier and World Beatniks?
Yes.
Wow, great.
And
those are good records.
They say near mint quality. We'll see about that.
Yeah.
So it's not in print anymore, but is it accessible somewhere on a reel-to-reel?
Discogs.
Yeah, there's a pretty vibrant used record trade that goes on their websites and places that you can.
But none of this has been digitized, right? Or
let's see.
this is obvious. This was because you shared it with me.
No, both of those records had CDs made of them. We made vinyl and CDs back in those days.
Yeah,
so
it's
that was the era,
80s, right? Mid
to late 80s was the transition.
Both, right?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Who owns the masters? Where are the masters?
That's what my earlier question
It depends. With this, I do.
If Mike on a Platter blows you guys up again, we're gonna need to reissue
more content.
Well, I'm thinking whatever thing I might have signed 35 years ago is probably not still in effect, or they wouldn't know, would they?
Or half of them.
I really want to put that stuff out, and not for the money, but just to have it out.
Right.
And,
there's a vibrant repressing
available
market,
Yeah.
and I think the supply and the demand sort of meets now at Discogs and other places. So
also, this new vinyl is just feels like almost like an old '78. It's really heavy duty. You can would make a great.
They've scientifically mastered and micro-engineered the material to be as good as it could be.
It's different. It's new and stronger than the old
nanotechnology
vinyl
was
used to be.
employed during the making of this album.
Yeah,
we're using 180 gram pucks, so it produces a much thicker and more robust disc. You can feel it when it plays. Cool.
Yeah, when you play through a good set of speakers, you hear the difference of a vinyl album.
We're only
versus
listening to
digital.
MP3s.
The
right
warmth.
now.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. This was a really great part of the project because, in the music world these days, you make a song, you mix the song, and then 2 minutes later you're downloading the song on another planet, right?
Right.
And so there are no.
His planet?
Could be his planet
Or
at
his.
least, yeah. And so the thing is with a vinyl disc, you have to wait, and you have to be ready to wait. And so a lot of people would find this, just intolerable. But we took this to mastering at the beginning of September, and 30 days later we had vinyl. And when I put this on, you just could hear the difference. And we'd been listening to the digital files, but there's something about the vinyl that just makes the bass even more robust and full and just warm, and the high frequency is all very nice and smooth and shaped, and it's just a really
that's why
beautiful
DJs
format.
played that vinyl. They like those grooves, and that's why on an EP, on a 45 EP, the grooves are physically deeper, and you just get more sound out of it.
It's amazing how that technology works.
Yeah, man. Let me hold it.
Yeah, you just gotta.
Don't scratch it. Don't scratch it.
The test pressing.
Yes, it doesn't
Nice.
have the label yet.
It just looks so cool.
Yeah.
Did you do anything fun on the Matrix?
Oh yeah. There's a little
secret hidden messages.
Secret messages on both sides of the run out groove. A little tip of the hat to either the mission or the madness.
I know quite a few artists that worked for big publications that would always embed little symbols in the artwork that they would do for huge commercial campaigns and stuff.
Have a little signal.
Little logos, little whatever, you name it. It's all
self promo.
Yeah. And then the great blatant one is the Little Mermaid, and all those temples look like phallic penises and all that. Stuff like that.
Every time I'm here, Eric.
I have to be. I can't help myself.
Every time I'm here, George.
Yeah, I know.
Okay, so I have one alien story for you guys. Okay? All right. So I was out camping at Red Rocks in Sedona. You been to Sedona? Beautiful, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. So I'm out there with my dad.
Especially if you need some crystals, healing crystals.
Yeah, that's a major spiritual place. It's also a vortex. And,
it's also a tourist trip.
Yeah.
No, Sedona's great.
It's also a place where many hippie lusts are mined, I'm sure. But going too far into the Netherlands.
I want to hear about the vortex.
No, so apparently that's a I don't know if it's a part of a meridian line. I'll have to look it up, but
it's supposed to be a spiritual vortex.
Yeah, a very strong spiritual vortex there. But we were out there camping with my dad and my brothers, and we were out hiking around in the little canyons and all that stuff at sundown, having a great time. And my dad's girlfriend at the time, she was Native American, and she told the story about Indian teardrops. These little crystals. Remember I told you the story about the Indian teardrops? But anyways,
I've seen it.
The story was the Native Americans, the Apaches, would go up on the cliff tops to get away from the Spaniards, and instead of surrendering themselves, they would throw themselves off the cliff. And the weeping of the wives and the kids turned into these little crystal things, and you could find them out there. These little like grayish clear crystal stones that look like teardrops. Indian teardrops. Yeah, I think I have some here. I'll pull some out in a second. But I remember we went to bed that night, and I keep thinking in my mind, dreaming that I'm gonna see some Native American souls out there walking around in the moonlight, and I remember waking up and I looked outside and I'm like, wait a second, those aren't Indians. I saw what looked like something or other, but anyways. I don't know. That was my experience.
Wait a minute. Hold on a minute.
There's a big sort of yada yada there.
Yeah. What did you see?
Yada yada yada.
Tell us what you saw.
Then I woke up the next
morning.
morning.
People with heads shaped like this.
Seriously?
Yeah.
Really? How many?
2 or 3.
And the heads were on their bodies?
Yeah. Well, actually, they were holding it. Like, they put their head in their hand like a pumpkin, like the headless horseman. And,
Did they say anything to you, Eric?
Yeah.
How old were you, Eric?
I was about 9, 10.
No,
9.
Boy.
Yeah.
Yep.
Did you pee in your pants?
No, I peed in George's pants.
I wasn't alive then.
Yeah.
No, actually, yeah, you weren't alive then, were you, Poppy?
Were you scared, or did you feel comforted?
Well, see, that's the thing. I don't remember too much of it. I just remember the next day I felt so bizarre. I just felt like this falling feeling.
Oh, so you think like they had you under some sort of...
something.
Trance.
Yeah, because I don't remember.
Hypnotized.
I remember seeing that, and then afterwards I remember getting, being let back into where we were sleeping. Like someone was helping us back into where we were sleeping. But after that, and whenever I would see anything like a kid's toy or anything that looked like it had a mongoloid shape, like, the shape of that head, I would like just have that feeling
Think
again.
of that, really?
Oh yeah, I would.
Is
head.
that the abduction? Is that when you said you've been
I
abducted?
think so. Yeah. Yeah.
I think they were trying to introduce you to a band called the Bonedaddys.
I think
But
so.
there's a band in the
Yeah.
future you should re-listen to.
Yeah,
That's it.
maybe.
They knew the Bonedaddys.
And that falling feeling was, where's the music? I need to dance.
Yeah, we were either in Flagstaff up the hill or Phoenix down the hill.
That's it.
I think we have one more can to open, gents.
Dude, let's do
cool.
it. Nice.
Should we make an event of it?
All right, so this is the first, yes, an event, absolutely.
Anybody have any alien stories before the next event? Just me? I'm the only one spitting it out? Okay, all right.
It's too embarrassing for me to talk about.
Okay.
Still,
I've got ghost stories.
That was a yes. He believes in aliens.
ooh, that's a live one. That's a live one. This is Cabin Fever IPA, and this was the first brew that we did in lockdown, and because it was already taking its toll. And
What's the highest alcohol content that we've had today?
Probably 5.8.
Yeah, 5.2.
No, I think we have a 5.8 or a 5.6 or something.
And how do you judge the alcohol content? Do you have
Yeah.
some kit?
No, what you do is you measure the amount of sugar that you have before you ferment, and then you measure basically the weight of the liquid with all the sugar, and then you weigh it again after the fermentation, and it's lighter. And the difference in percentage is the alcohol.
Simple, folks.
Yeah, try it at home. Anyway, Cabin Fever, gents.
Yeah. Cheers.
It's delicious. I
Gents?
had it.
This is to all of the eminent hipsters out there. You really need to have some Cabin Fever IPA.
Well, they're all real good.
delicious. Every single one of them.
It's a nice variety.
You've perfected it, Paul.
Yeah, well, I owe a lot to a brewing partner. Ivan Ortiz is a mechanical and brewing genius, and we have a great time brewing and tasting and sharing with friends.
So what's the setup that you have to do all the brewing? Is it simple, or is it did you invest in some equipment?
We invested in equipment. We probably have, I don't know, $5,000 invested in. It's a 20-gallon system from SS Brewtech. You can find them on the internet. And we've been using that system for about 2 years, and we've probably brewed at least, 24 batches in the last 2 years, probably more. At the end of 2019, we had 65 gallons worth of beer brewed and ready to taste.
Wow.
Nice.
Yeah, yeah. People come over.
Oh, I'm sure.
Yeah.
So when COVID releases, you're gonna have a beer party.
Well, we have parties in with the appropriate physical distancing now, and
Sure,
limited
yeah, right.
numbers. But yeah, we got to open up, man. Because
Unlike what we're doing right here, breaking the
Yeah.
laws.
We are breaking the law.
Totally.
The next time you brew
such rebels.
65 gallons, you could have an intergalactic kegger.
yes,
Yes.
we
Totally.
could do that. Well, we'll have to get an invitation out to the aliens.
Yes. Yes, we will. We'll do little laser signals and flag them down,
Yeah.
and we'll do a little laser signal to
You
the
know,
bottom of a clear
I think
Do an
even,
alien
glass of beer.
brew.
even
There you go.
aliens can't resist free beer.
That's right.
Just call it unidentified IPA.
Here you
Oh.
go. Hey, there's one for you. There's
Gotcha.
one for you.
Cha-ching,
Yeah, right.
George.
Coined it.
There you go.
Oh man.
You
Beer
better,
was
you
good.
better make some of that and trademark that soon.
Absolutely.
That's good.
Oh man. Well, anything else you guys want to say or touch on?
I think the point of the beer and the music is the fact that we're social animals. We need this stuff.
Pretty much.
And the music wants to make you party, and the beer wants to make you party, and the artwork is rocking, and live the vinyl lifestyle. It's coming back, and you want to be cool and hip.
And you
Dig
now
out of
have
that.
the ability to roll joints.
There you go.
While listening
Let me
to
grab
music.
that artwork.
Yeah,
We're gonna
remember,
hang out more.
marijuana was clandestine. Now you can get it anywhere, so all the fun's gone.
Yeah.
We're gonna kick up the listening, Jorge.
Oh, yeah, let's show the cover.
Yeah, that's a good thing.
Yeah,
These are proofs, so it's not the final package, but it gives you a good representation.
But it's so far away, you will never know.
I shouldn't have let the secret out.
I believe we're going to get. I mean, I think Radio KAJW is going to get the first premiere, right? We're going to get to.
Oh yeah.
So
we're gonna play it for the first time in internet radio history on your station,
and we'll promo that and give everybody a chance to check it out.
I love it. Yeah. I'm honored.
Yeah. Speaking of honored, Jorge and Eric, thank you so much for bringing us all in.
Yes, sir.
So sweet of you guys to do.
Yeah, this is great.
And I'm totally honored to be sitting here with Mike and Paul.
Yes, everybody.
Likewise.
Yeah.
Mike Temple from
It's
the
great hang you got here,
Yeah,
gents, and the crystals and the aliens are making me feel right at home.
Yeah, man, we got the vibe going. Paul, thanks so much for coming in too, and the Soundscapes. I wish you guys the best with this.
Yeah.
And I can't wait to go and look at all these old videos and filter your
Yeah,
videos
dude,
off of
that'll
YouTube.
There's a
be fun to
treasure
see what you
trove
come
of
up
stuff
with.
out there, man.
You're gonna practice the zombie in front of the mirror?
Yes.
Nice.
And go buy a record so you can say you went and bought a record.
That's right. That's right.
Nobody gets to say that.
Bragging rights.
Vinyl's hit, man. It's
Everyone
good stuff.
remembers their first record.
Oh yeah. Yeah, it's a collectible thing,
Yeah,
you know.
it is. Well, that's this in this day and age. Music has become so microtized and just non-existent. If you can't feel it, touch it, taste it, see it, it's just does it really exist?
It really is a different experience.
And the record is really about permanence. It's about making a statement, and a statement in the music, you're imprinting it into the vinyl. It's they put records on the space probes because of their longevity.
Yeah.
There's permanence with the record that you don't have even with the CD. It's just less permanent. And so if you really want to make a statement, you got to emboss it. You got to carve it into something.
I like the way you say that, embossing, because embossing is such a traditional old craft, that's been around for so long.
Yeah.
And a vinyl CD, or excuse me, a vinyl record is a reflection of that tried and true technology.
You have to commit.
Yeah.
You have to commit.
The physics of listening to it is, to me, where the magic is. The needle on the vinyl, and the rotation of the vinyl, and the sound coming out of the speakers just sounds like, it's hypnotizing. It really is. It hits you in a whole different way. And that's why vinyl's made such a huge comeback. Everybody's feeling it.
Yeah.
It's not, I'm not saying anything that everybody.
It's refreshing to me.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, the thing is that there are some relics that just stand the test of time, and there are some relics that don't. Right? I mean, 8-track tapes. Didn't make it. Vinyl's still here.
Cassettes.
Drip coffee is great. The stuff that comes in the pods, Mm-hmm. So drip
Cold
coffee is still around.
Press coffee.
Yeah. Press coffee.
I have a French press
cold
for
brew.
coffee.
But some things just stand the test of time, and vinyl is one of them, and I think it's going to be around for a long time.
Well, you guys, thank you so much for coming in, and thanks for sharing this night with us. It was nice hanging out and chatting with you, and we look forward to putting this one up and having everybody come in and enjoy everything you guys have had to say.
Yeah.
Thank you,
Can't
terrific.
wait.
Thanks for the opportunity.
All right,
really
guys.
great.
The bone was good.
That's
The
right.
bone was good.
Right on.
And don't bone alone.
That's right.
Oh, and don't brew too hard.
Oh,
Killer.